No, but we got somebody here who's really entertaining at a party. That is, unless you're Danny, of course. Take a look at this, what he did to Danny the last time he was here.
Oh, please.
What was he doing?
He told me I was the prom queen.
That's right.
And I'm getting ready for the prom. Oh, I gotta do something to get bags out of my eyes. Dude, what's up?
Please welcome hypnotherapist Tom Silver.
Yeah. Tom Silver in the house.
Hey, welcome back, Tom. Thank you.
Good seeing you, buddy. Good to see you.
All right, Tom, have a seat.
Okay, great. All right, right off the bat, buddy, what are you going to do for us today?
Well, I'm going to show some creativity and imagination. With hypnotism, you can help people change their lives, lose weight, stop smoking, increase confidence. But you can also tap into an inner creativity that most of us have, and some of us don't even know we have that creativity.
Oh, now, Tom, you've taken some members of the audience. You prepared them so they'll drop quickly.
Yes.
They've already been pre-hypnotized, right?
Yes, I pre-hypnotized 3 ladies earlier. You know, a hypnosis session can take up to an hour to hypnotize a person. But once they're hypnotized, you can give them what we call a post-hypnotic suggestion for them to enter back into hypnotism very quickly. That's why when you see someone on TV and they go into hypnosis quickly, it's because they're already used to that feeling. You know, 15 minutes of a hypnotic sleep's equal to about 5 hours of a natural sleep.
Tom, can you give us a little demonstration of what's going to happen?
Sure, absolutely.
Don't make me do anything weird.
No. You can watch this stuff.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, now, these 3 ladies I've pre-hypnotized already.
Right.
Now, would you allow me to hypnotize you again? Okay, I want you to place your feet flat on the floor. Place your hands on your lap. I want you to lift your left hand up in front of your face, the palm of your hand facing your face, just like this. Lift up your left hand. Front of your face, good. Now I want you to close your eyes. Now again, I pre-hypnotized these volunteers so it'll be easy for them to enter back into hypnotism. With your eyes closed, imagine a powerful magnet in the palm of your hand, a powerful magnet on your face. Slowly let that left hand pull in towards your face. Let it come closer and closer and closer till it touches your face. When the hand touches your face, let it rest and relax on your face. This is what we call reaching your peak of suggestibility, folks. As I count from 3 down to 0, relax your neck muscles. Let your head drop down with your hand still resting on your face now. 3, head dropping down, hand still resting on your face. 2, head dropping down, neck muscles relaxed, hand still resting on your face. 1, and now 0. Leave your hands right where they are. Now, as soon as I say the word sleep, your hands will drop down, your body will pull forward, you'll enter into a wonderful state of physical and mental relaxation, hypnotic sleep. Hands dropping down, sleep, going down, deep asleep, deeply hypnotized. Now look at this relaxation, look at this. If I lift your hand up, it drops right back down, look at that. Wonderful, unbelievable relaxation. Now we're going to tap into their creativity and imagination. Ladies, on the count of 3, you'll awaken, you'll come back to full awareness. But as soon as you hear a telephone ring, you're going to realize that you have a very special cell phone, a very special telephone. It's your left shoe. You're going to pick up your left shoe, you're going to put it to your ear because you're going to know that there's someone on the line you've got to talk to. People I'm touching, when you put that phone to your ear, you're going to hear some noise and static. There's someone there, but you just can't hear them. You're going to try to talk to that person, but they're just not there, and you're going to keep trying. Person I'm touching, when you put your phone to your ear, you're going to hear Madonna, and Madonna is calling. She's real excited. She's got a brand new movie coming out, and she wants to speak to Danny because she wants Danny to be the leading man in the movie. And you're going to try to convince Danny to talk to Madonna. The more he says no, the more aggressive and motivated you're going to become because he has got to talk to Madonna, or he's going to lose this great big movie. On the count of 3, you'll awaken, coming back to full awareness. As soon as the phone rings, you lift up your left shoe, put it to your ear. It's your telephone. 1, 2, 3. Eyes open, wide awake. Wide awake.
Hello? 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 I can't hear you. This? Hi. Hello? 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 Dude. I can't hear you at all. Excuse me? I can't hear you at all. Hello? Hello? Come on. Speak up. Hello? You're cutting out. You're cutting out. Speak up. Hello?
Put it on your other ear. Put it on your other ear. Talk. It's Madonna. Talk to her.
Hello? Who's this? Hello? No. Oh my God, it's Madonna! It's Madonna! She's on the phone! Oh my God! Who do you want to talk to? Danny? Danny, Madonna's on the phone.
Yeah, I'm busy. I can't talk to her.
Danny, but it's Madonna, and she's on the phone, and she wants to talk to you.
Tell her I saw her last movie. I ain't doing it.
She's had a new movie, and she wants you to star in it.
Tell her I can't. Ever since I slept with her, she's hounding me.
He says he can't.
Tell him about the movie.
There's a movie, and you got a big part. You might have a scene where you kiss Madonna. It might be good. Please talk
Ask her what her husband Guy thinks. Ask her about her husband Guy.
Hurry, you got 15 seconds. Convince him to talk to her.
I'm not doing it.
Please talk to her, Danny. Please.
I'm not talking to Madonna. I'm through with Madonna. I'm not talking to Madonna. I'm not talking to Madonna.
Madonna, he doesn't want to talk to you.
Hurry, Madonna's mad. She wants to talk to him right now.
Madonna's mad. Madonna cannot be mad at you. This can ruin my career. You have to talk to Madonna.
Tell her to stop stalking me.
This isn't about you and
You're fired!
What seems to be the problem here?
Danny won't talk to Madonna, and I love Madonna.
Well, sit down, sit down. Let me see if I
Ask
can
if there's
convince
any
you to.
nude scenes.
Sit down. Heads dropping down. Sleep. Back into a deep hypnotic sleep. Deepest sleep. Wonderful creativity and imagination. On the count of 5, you'll open your eyes and awaken. Not remember everything. The suggestions are gone completely. On the count of 5, you'll awaken. You don't remember a thing except me hypnotizing. You'll have a great big smile, feeling great when I count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake. Great big smiles, feeling really good. Do you guys remember anything that just took place?
I have a quick question. I can see that that's just a good time at parties. But is there any real value to what that is? How is that therapeutic?
Well, you know, let's face it. You know, how many people have fears? Fears of intimacy, fears of relationship.
Tom, excuse me 1 minute. What's the lady's name on the end putting her shoe on now?
Alexandra.
Hi,
Alexandra,
Hi.
would you look at the monitor, please?
Oh, yeah, watch this.
This is you, a few moments ago. Here you go. Roll the tape again, please.
Danny? Danny, Madonna's on the phone.
Yeah, I'm busy. I can't talk to her.
Danny, but it's Madonna, and she's on the phone, and she wants to talk to you.
Tell her I saw her last movie. I ain't doing it.
Hurry.
She's having a movie, and she wants you to star in it.
Tell her I can't. Ever since I slept with her, she's hounding me.
He says he can't.
Tell him about the movie. Tell him about the movie.
But there's a movie, and you got a big part. You got a big part. You might have a scene where you kiss Madonna. It might be good. It might be good. Please talk
Ask
to
her what her husband Guy thinks. Dude, you're out there.
You talk to Madonna.
Very nice.
Do you have any recollection of that at all?
No.
You know what, Tom, can you hang for a second? 'Cause
Oh, absolutely.
This is too much.
Yeah. What we're doing, we're showing imagination, creativity, but I love to help people change their lives.
All right.
All right, let's do that. We'll be back a little bit later on with an amazing hypnotic demonstration. Stay with us. We got a great show for you. Hang in there.
Still to come, meet a couple who lost.
Lori has had a lifelong fear of what she said has made her life miserable. What is your fear?
I have a very, very bad phobia of loud, sudden noises.
Where did it come from?
I was in a gas explosion when I was around 2 years old, which I don't remember the explosion. But
What kind of noises do what to you?
very loud, sudden noises like a balloon breaking, even a cork popping off
Give
a
me some
champagne.
examples from your life.
Fireworks. Thunder is the worst. We moved to Florida recently,
Oh,
and
thunder.
it's just totally destroyed my life.
So what do you do with this fear?
I
when
go in the
When you
house.
hear a crack of thunder, what do you do?
I stay in my house. I put earplugs in. I got a headphone. I have a special room I have to go in. I won't go outside if I know there's going to be...
Suppose you're at a restaurant with a group of friends and a car backfires.
Oh.
What would you do?
I've left restaurants, Sally.
You run out of the
I have
restaurant.
literally run out of a restaurant in the middle of dinner.
My goodness. Very, very slowly. Now,
That's correct.
this is clinical hypnotist Tom Silver. Tom Silver works with clinical people. He also works, I guess, on television. He's the author of a how-to book on hypnotism. How does hypnosis help someone who has a fear or a phobia?
Well, hypnosis can help you by helping you to relieve the anxiety or the emotion that's actually in the inner part of our mind, the inner core of our brain. You know, when a negative experience happens, that emotion can actually become recorded into our subconscious, and our subconscious identifies with our conscious thoughts. Therefore, even if she thinks of a balloon blowing up, the anxiety will come out almost as strongly, if not as strong, as
If she
the
just
balloon
thinks
popped.
about it.
Right.
So thinking about it is the same as hearing the balloon pop.
Right.
Okay, you are willing to let Tom hypnotize you, right?
Yes.
Okay, we are going to see. I don't know how we can do this quickly.
Well,
Can you
yeah,
do it
hypnotherapy
within-
sessions to remove trauma or emotion. Actually, it's a number of sessions usually to neutralize that
Have you
emotion, to
ever worked
replace
with a
that emotion.
hypnotist?
Actually, we do something similar called systematic desensitization, where we have the patient imagine the various situations, low anxiety, higher anxiety, and then full-blown anxiety, while you're in a deep state of relaxation. And hypnosis is one of the ways of helping people to relax.
Okay, we are going to meet a woman who is now, I know of a couple of people who are even afraid of flying. Now, what happens and how do you conquer that fear? And later, we're going to find out if our hypnotist, Tom Silver, in any way helped the first two guests overcome their fears. We'll find out.
And it goes all the way up into the air. and now 3. And as that hand is in the air now, that's the old fear you're letting go of sounds, of noises. And when I touch the hand, you will release that negative, useless old emotion out of your life.
Sink or swim. That's why they call it flooding. All right, so we got that. We're going to now the hypnotism. Tom, what did you do to these women?
Oh, I did a process that we do as hypnotherapists called circle therapy. In other words, I, under hypnotism, will bring up the feeling, the fear, and the anxiety into the subconscious mind. But I don't bring it up at a little bit at a time. I'll bring it to the fullest extent of it, to the 100% mark. And then I'll release it out of the subconscious. I tie it into a physical movement in the body that we call an ideomotor response, which is tying in a subconscious suggestion into a physical movement.
Okay.
So then once I remove 50% of the anxiety, I'm able to monitor the emotion by not letting the client feel it in their mind, but monitoring it, moving it into their body. And then I reduce it to 50% of the anxiety. And after that, I monitor by judging how high the hand moves up, that it's being effective. This only can occur in the very deeper stages of hypnotism. The scientific term would be delta, or what we call somnambulism.
So they really have to be able to be hypnotized.
They have to be receptive to show demonstrations so quickly. I personally believe, as a clinical hypnotherapist, just like the psychotherapists and medical doctors, that these procedures need to be reinforced. That you just don't do it one time, but you reinforce the emotion, replacing the negative emotion with a new positive thought and feeling.
All right, let's get to what you did to Lori.
Okay, I had hypnotized her to remove the fear of sounds out of her subconscious mind. And by doing that, 90% of the emotion is going to be gone. The conscious mind might still want to create it if they don't let the process work. But again, Sally, it needs to be reinforced, so I'm going to actually recommend some local therapists to work with the client.
Okay, that's very good.
But I saw tremendous success in both of these gals. They were very receptive to let it go, and we have been able to replace that anxiety with a new positive feeling of comfort and
can
calmness.
Everybody be hypnotized?
Everybody goes into hypnotism. Not everyone goes into deep hypnotism,
but
folks.
Everyone goes
Yeah,
into
the first time you're hypnotized, maybe 10 or 15% of the population are hypnotized. But when you watch movies, you're hypnotized. Driving in your car and daydreaming, you're hypnotized.
Right, right.
Okay.
Oh, no.
But how'd that feel in reaction to the first time you experienced it?
Better.
Better?
Yes.
Okay. Absolutely. Much better.
Yes, feel my hands.
Much better. Yeah.
I wouldn't have stayed here before.
She would not have stayed here before this one.
Before she would have run out of the studio. Thank heavens you didn't.
他们可能都不知道，我们来看看他们可以回到什么样的童年，什么样的感觉。Shall we start the analog?
好，现在可以开始了。